Everyone, there was a good hustle. I don't want anyone to feel down on themselves because the coup didn't go off. That's going to happen from time to time. And honestly, the important thing is we all did our best.
Well, you did start a riot. People are typing R for riot, so...
Yeah, the chat is rioting absolutely right now. Let's get some stuff for Karina to draw.
I'll draw something.
Karina, I think an awesome character for you to draw would be, this is Blizzard Star 1200's character. Thank you, Blizzard Star. Please draw Gnash-Tooth, the Stormborn.
Yeah.
A totem barbarian who's half orc and half tabaxi, which are the cat people.
Strong cat?
Strong cat.
So she looks kind of like a saber-tooth cat with the saber-tooth fangs going up like orc tusks instead of down.
That rules. That rules.
She's got saber tusks. She wears fur and a bear pelt cloak and wields a 10-foot glaive. Good gravy.
Oh, that's too
yeah.
long.
What's a glaive?
A glaive is like a sword spear.
It's like a spear with a sword on the end of it.
Yeah.
It's similar to it's a bladed pole arm. Basically.
I know what that is. I just don't know what they're called.
Imagine who's from Yu-Gi-Oh! That one that's on a horse. That knight that's on a horse.
Gaia the Fierce Knight?
Yeah, imagine Gaia the Fierce Knight. It's what he's got.
Okay.
He's what Gaia the Fierce Knight has. Yeah.
So we have our awesome half orc, half tabaxi, or like saber-toothed tiger, half orc character. It says here that she is 6'7", 200 pounds.
Nice.
8 intelligence. She's very big and very stupid, and I love her.
Yes.
Love an 8 intelligence character.
Yes. I love Gnash-Tooth. I also shout out to hybrid species.
Yeah.
With not a human half. I think that's malarkey. I think that's a bunch of malarkey. That like every half species has to be half human.
Right.
What a weird humanocentric worldview. Like, why are humans the genetic key to interspecies breeding?
Thank you.
No, thank you.
I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said that. I think a lot of people were thinking it, and yeah, hell yeah, cats and orcs should get together more.
Agreed. Agreed.
That's something I want to see.
I've got some bad news, guys. I was wrong about Gaia the Fierce Knight.
Gaia the Fierce Knight does not have
He has a lance.
glaive?
Yeah, I wasn't going to
lance.
say anything.
Everyone in the chat said it.
Wow.
Okay.
They're right.
I was just agreeing with you because that's good improv, and I assumed you
Yeah,
were
I thought it was
talking about
funny, and I thought we'd have fun. But
I didn't
want
to point out that he was just very clearly a jouster, but, I didn't want to, make it into a thing.
I
But
think I was
I'm glad
conflating
chat
him
did.
with another character in my head, and I can't think of what character that is. I'm thinking of Lu Bu from Dynasty Warriors.
Oh, Lu Bu! I remember Lu Bu. God.
Yeah, dude.
It's not a
What was
Yu-Gi-Oh
the-
character. I wouldn't know.
There was which is the Dynasty Warriors? There's an iteration of Dynasty Warriors where no matter how good a warrior you were, absolutely nothing was as good as just getting on any horse. Just if you were on a horse, you could mow down thousands. It was like saying it was like a bowling ball going through pins undersells how dramatic riding a horse through people was. People would go absolutely flying 30 feet in the air. Your horse could go through any amount of people and you would never slow down.
Yeah.
An
Horses
incredible
are
time.
the most powerful primal force in the Dynasty Warriors universe. It's just a horse riding at like
The
a normal
Univorse.
speed. The Unihorse. The Dynasty Warriors Unihorse.
Welcome to the universe. The horse universe. Oh, man.
Is there a Yu-Gi-Oh card where the person has a glaive?
I think there is.
There definitely is, but we don't have to talk about that.
I don't know which one.
It-
I'm just thinking now about Lu Bu and how in Dynasty Warriors 2 or whatever, when Lu Bu showed up, that's when you knew you were done. Like your time completing this mission is over because Lu Bu is here now and he's gonna just absolutely destroy you and your whole family. I hope people in the chat also remember Lu Bu and the primal fear you would have when Lu Bu entered the battlefield to mess you up and ruin your day.
It's so good that you gave Karina a cat person to draw, Brennan.
Oh, I'm so happy.
This is a core competency that we're seeing.
I like cats.
Are you just the I like turtles kid grown up?
I like cats. I like big buff dumb ladies. I like anything with big old pointy fangs. We're kind of in my wheelhouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like the only Dynasty Warriors character I can fully remember was Gan Ning, who was like the pirate. He was like the sort of, and his like Musu mode was he would hold his sword out to one side and just run at light speed, and I liked. He would just run and just chop people in half, just completely holding his sword static. And I like any finishing move that also lets me get places I need to be. Like my favorite part was, I'm less interested in him wrecking a bunch of soldiers than I am in his special move being like, I gotta be somewhere, and like taking off.
Well, I mean, you would especially relate considering you were late to the stream today.
Honestly,
got him.
Honestly, Dynasty Warriors is very. I relate to that a lot because there's a lot of running around in high stakes environments and kicking open barrels to eat dumplings. Because honestly, if there were more barrels for me to just smash and eat a bunch of dumplings there, this situation could have been avoided.
Yeah, I wish there were more barrels that contained like edible food that I could just run up to and smash in my day-to-day life. I think that would just make life better.
Yeah, imagine how much you could get done.
Yeah,
if you were like
I don't have to interface with everyone else to be like, what are we ordering for lunch? I could just go outside and smash a barrel,
just
get
like
back
hit
to
a
work.
wall with a whip and grab a full chicken.
Yeah,
gobble that down.
And I could get back to making that content that people crave.
I hate it when I'm interrupted when all I want to do is just make content constantly.
Yeah.
And avoid living an actual human life.
You all know. Speaking of content, let's take a subs break. I saw EV and pomegranate something. They disappeared beneath the fold. But we also have Juliaria, Runcible Shaw. Well, look at that. Chaitia, Sora Santone, The Lost Chef, Super Dingus 64, my favorite video game system, Sobriquet, and just now, Feodoric.
Feodoric got in right on time.
Yeah, that was a smart.
Smart sub.
If you can get in like right as we're doing it. Oh, Mr.
Like Sporty Muffin.
Mr. Sporty Muffin. I see.
Just as smart, just as intelligent.
Yeah, they got in right in there as I was doing it.
Yeah.
You ensure.
Anyone after Mr. Sporty Muffin is a fool.
Yeah, that's the danger zone. You run the risk of being too far down the list by the time someone thinks to do this again.
Yeah.
It's an added sort of mini game we've got on our streams now.
It's a feature.
Yeah. This makes it more fun for everyone, I think. I have decided.
You've decided.
I've decided.
Is good for everyone.
This is fun.
Okay, now we're back to the...
Sound like a dad mad at his family.
This is fun, and I will not turn the car around.
We're having fun as a family.
We're having fun, and no one's upset. Love just loudly insisting that no one is upset.
Cannibalistic Biscuit asked, is Karina now an official Drawfee member? Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Karina is an official Drawfee member.
Woo!
She's working on Drawfee animations that will be premiering not this week. Well, her first animation will be, I think, 2 weeks from Thursday.
On YouTube this Thursday, though, look out for our very first Drawfee animated, which is a little story time video where Jacob tells the story of how he got his job here.
Yeah, it's a real cute little video. Our friend George Rotkamp did the art for it in sort of the Newsday style.
Yeah, he did a really good job sort of capturing that style, that squiggle vision.
Yeah.
So that's real fun. If you're subscribed to Dropout, you can already watch it on there, but it's going to be on YouTube on Thursday. And we mentioned this on the at the end of the last stream, but in addition, or at the end of the last stream, but in addition to Brennan being here, we also have a very exciting announcement to make that we're going to be making, I believe, right after the commercial break. So right around the halfway mark of the stream.
This is the announcement.
This is the announcement to get hype for the announcement.
Yes.
Because we can't do anything without building the hype. We've been on the internet long enough to know you got to build the hype.
You got to build the hype. And I don't want to spoil anything, but Brennan might be getting fired.
And this is the best way the company thought.
So again, guys, if you want me to keep my job, go ahead in the chat and give me a little smiley face. If you'd like me to get fired for eating steak and eggs too fast, then go ahead and give me an eggs emoji.
After hearing you talk about the steak and eggs, you're on thin ice.
Oh, here come the smiles. Smiles and riot are the two responses to.
Oh, I see some get in the comments. Thank you. Everyone that wants to get in the comments can absolutely get in the comments. Thank you.
Okay.
Snick for Brennan. I see that mega poll. I'll never forget that.
Now for my personal struggle of what do barbarians wear, I forget.
Didn't you draw barbarians for an episode? They wear like furs. They're
Furs
like
and like bones.
Furs and
but
bones.
barbarians wear whatever they want. They're not confined by the rules of civilized
I want her to have
civilized
these things.
society.
These things. I like these things.
Yeah, bracers, some hide bracers. Love that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's all hide and leather and bones.
Yeah, it's like stuff that they've hunted and killed themselves.
Okay.
Plants.
Yeah. I mean, they could also just be buck-ass naked if they want.
I mean...
Barbarians actually are one of the two classes that has an unarmored defense trait. They and monks are capable of having a very prodigious armor class without wearing armor at all. So something to bear in mind that of the people that could fight naked, barbarians and monks would be the most unhindered by fighting naked.
That's true. Cool thing about barbarians, unlike monks, they still get their unarmored defense bonus even if they use a shield, which is cool.
Yes, very cool.
And they can just have their dongs out.
And they can just have their dongs out.
I don't want to draw
that can't be understated.
I don't want to draw her cat, so we're just going to have a little something covering, Yeah,
you can make a real tanky barbarian if you want. I mean, I know the typical barbarian aesthetic is one giant two-handed weapon, but I've had a lot of fun playing shield wielding barbarians as well because they're so hard to hit, and then even when they do hit, if you're raging, you're taking half damage most of the time.
They get extremely damn tanky. Yeah, if you have ridiculous ability scores, let's say you have 20 dex and 20 con and a shield, you're starting out at a AC of 22, which at low levels is functionally unhittable.
Yeah.
So extremely good tanks. But I was just remarking, I was having a little chat with Brian Murphy yesterday, and we were talking about how the tank build we feel like doesn't get that much love in the design of the game. We were kind of because we both really like playing protector style characters, and we were just kind of waxing philosophical about how difficult it can be to make protection and surviving feel really rewarding. Like, how do you make toughness rule and feel good? Especially in a game where sometimes personal toughness can mean that you're just the last one standing when all your friends are dead, which is no fun at all.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you want to find ways to emphasize a character build, which means that I can get my ass kicked all day and not go down.
Right.
How do you make that fun and rewarding and exciting?
Yeah, like some sort of abilities that stuff gets you get some sort of bonus when you're at lower health, maybe something like that. They had a class like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's
Yeah, I
interesting.
love that.
I like the abilities that give enemies disadvantage if they're not attacking you.
Compelled Duel is a great paladin spell that does that. Yeah, there's
Right.
a lot of that's awesome. I love those two.
There's I think there's like not in the main player's handbook, but there is a barbarian path that you can take that's like the ancestral guardian or something like that, where whenever you're raging, you summon the spirits of the ancestors around you, and yeah, like anything that isn't attacking you that tries to attack anything besides you gets disadvantage on their attack rolls, which is one that I've wanted to try out, but I haven't had a chance to.
I love that. That's extremely dope.
Yeah. Just love talking about builds, character builds.
I wish I had more to contribute to character build conversations, but I've played comparatively a lot less D&D than you have, Nathan.
I'm just here to draw a hot cat.
Karina's just here to draw hot cats.
Karina's just here to draw hot cats, so I think we've got it all covered.
Yeah, we got all the bases covered. I'm here to make Brennan upset, and Karina's here to draw hot cats.
People in chat are saying this as well, but this rules. This is
so rad.
This is really cool.
You.
This is a really good drawing, Karina.
Someone in chat also said, I feel kind of bad that some people get Jacob's Snake Lady and then other people get this.
I would love to do something bad, but you gave me a hot cat lady, and you know what? I'm really into that, so this one's gonna be good.
This is the, like...
Give me a bad one. I'll go. I'll do it.
I mean, this is part of the excitement of getting your drawings drawn.
You never
by
know
us,
which one
you don't know who you're gonna get, and you don't know what sort of mood they're gonna be in when they approach the drawing.
Yeah, there's a lot of variables at play here.
Yeah. And I think you
have
gotta
to
know
remember
the risks.
that on a different day, I drew Donald Duck Cat.
Yeah, and it was also very good.
Yeah, it was
But-
really good.
It was similar in a lot of ways to this, actually. It was very muscular and intimidating.
It was the other end of the spectrum, I think. We have range here.
God, Gnash-Tooth rules.
Yeah.
She is so damn cool.
Thank you
Gnash-Tooth
for
is
letting
very
me
good.
draw this character. I like her.
Yeah, this is great.
All right, I think I'll finish up now.
And the next person gets Nathan, which, again, like me, it can go either way.
You can, it really depends. It depends on if it's something that my brain in the moment is like, yeah, you know how to draw that.
Yep.
All right.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're 5 minutes out from when we normally do the commercial break, and we just got gifted five tier 1 subs from Loser Without a Cause. It's Loser Woe Cause, but I believe that's Loser Without Cause.
Nice.
890.
They're doing some editorializing on that name.
I'm just